What's going on? This is Power Grind Boxing, where we're dedicated to the great sport of boxing. You can subscribe right now for another jab of boxing news, information from around the world, commentary, and entertainment with a focus on honoring those of the past and the present who have made a positive contribution to this wonderful sport that me and you call boxing. This is Quick Jab, and I'm getting on right now to talk about some craziness. I was just looking at Esnews, right? Ellie Seckback. And he just was on a rant on Devin Haney and Lomachenko, right? During this video, he says that Devin Haney should have just left the four belts in the middle of the ring to basically to push back against the decision that he defeated Lomachenko. And I just read that, or I was just listening to that, and man, I had to get on and talk about that. That really, it made me emotional. Now, you know, in boxing, you can't be emotional. You've already lost when you become emotional. So it is what it is. You got me? So this is what I'm just getting on to talk about some things. So Esnews, in a rant on why he feels Devin Haney lost. He said that Devin Haney knows he didn't win and Devin Haney is under pressure. He was just saying some of the most craziest things that I have it was just crazy. All right, so Devin Haney is not under any pressure to give up his belts, and the most illogical, unexpected, ridiculous thing that anyone could ever say is just because you think somebody lost, somebody should give up their belts because you think they lost. Listen, Devin Haney, the undisputed, with no question, the undisputed man in a lightweight division right now, is not a boxing judge. You got me? Now, if you go back and look at Devin Haney against Vasyl Lomachenko without your bias on, take your bias glasses off, then you will easily see 7 rounds that Devin Haney won. Now, even though I gave him 8-4, you got what I'm saying? Once I rewatched it, but easily you're going to see 7 rounds. Easily. You got me? Now, when I say easily, I mean a person who knows how to count punches and looking at, effective aggression and ring generalship, using the elements of boxing. You got me? People are saying the most ridiculous things. I'm online, right? People calling Devin Haney all types of racial words and racial names and making suggestions about them and everything, right? And I'm just thinking in my mind, wow. Yeah, these people are saying that this is about boxing. They saying it's about boxing, but I know that it's not about boxing. I know that it's not about boxing, but they saying that it's about boxing. They care about the sport of boxing. Now, mind you, Devin Haney is just charged, from what word is saying right now. Devin Haney is charged $400,000 fine for pushing Lomachenko. Now, Canelo Alvarez pushed Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant pushes Canelo Alvarez back, right? And then Canelo Alvarez punches Caleb Plant in the face and has Caleb Plant face bleeding. And Canelo didn't get not one fine. So what are you talking about? So in the ES video, one of the things that he said is that, oh, you pushed Lomachenko and, oh, that's not cool. You could have hurt him. You did. What in the world? He didn't have the same energy when Canelo punched Caleb Plant in the face and made his face bleed. Where's all this energy? And why do you see an American champion defending in America, and he's during his ring walking to the ring, he is getting more boos than he's getting cheers before one punch is thrown. Now, when he wins, to successfully defend, so he's a reigning and defending champion, but because you don't like the decision, then he should leave his belts in the middle of the ring. Look, some of the things that people are saying right now, so out of pocket, and it's so outlandish, and it's so illogical, and it's really making me kind of angry. You understand what I'm saying? It's really killing me, because I know what's going on, and you know what's going on. You know why you wanted your boy that put his foot on the pedal during the 8th round. You got what I'm saying? I know why you want your boy to win. I know why you wanted the hype man to go. I know. And you know too. It really amazes me though that people in America be saying all this crazy stuff, or people online say all these crazy things, but will never have the same energy when you see them in person. Never had the same energy. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. They energy shift. You got what I'm saying? One of the things that Esnews was saying as well, he was comparing Gervonta Tank Davis record and Devin Haney record. He was comparing Lomachenko's record to Devin Haney. Listen, man, Lomachenko, he lost. You are comparing Lomachenko's his fights in America to Devin Haney's fights in America. And then one of the things that he brought up was that Devin Haney fought in Mexico. Well, why did Devin Haney fight in Mexico? He turned professional and he was too young to fight within the United States. So then they went over to Mexico and then they was fighting. What are you talking about? Lomachenko was what? 30 years old fighting amateurs. He was in the amateurs. People say, oh, well, you know, in the amateurs, he was 390, he had 394 victories. What are you talking about? He didn't turn pro until he was like almost 30 years old. He was Tank's age when he turned professional. So people in the amateurs, guess what? They are teenagers. They 20 years old, they 18 years old, 17 years old, right? 23, 24, right? In the amateurs, right? Okay, so amateurs, they got a long category of ages, right? So Lomachenko turned professional at an older age. So yeah, of course, he got his man strength and he's fighting in his prime because he like 27, 28 years old against people who are amateur. You got what I'm saying? And if you know, let me calm myself down. If you've ever fought in the amateurs, then you know, especially on an Olympic level, then you know the stipends that you get. You know the incentives that you get. Now, a lot of people who have never fought in this game, you know, who's never been submerged in the game of boxing. I'm not talking about amateurs. I'm not talking about regular amateurs. And when I say regular amateurs, I'm talking about, like, you know, the nationals and golden gloves and stuff like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you actually fight in the amateurs, you know, and you are Olympic pedigree, you know the stipends that you get. You know the incentives that you get. So Lomachenko, he stayed in the amateurs. That's right, because there was a lot of incentives. It was incentivized training. You got me? So, of course, he stayed there longer. He come from Ukraine. And I'm not going to get into all of that right there, but if you do some research, you'll know what's popping. You got what I'm saying? But it's really killing me that people are trying to merge the streets and boxing, and then they want to talk street and then want to act like, oh, well, you know, this is boxing. We're supposed to be civilized. Listen, boxing is not a civilized sport. Do you understand me? Boxing is a brutal sport. You don't play boxing. I punch you in your face and you punch me in my face for entertainment, for money. There is no civilization in that. There's nothing civil about boxing. So please don't use the argument of somebody, a boxer pushing another boxer, and you so angry and emotional about somebody pushing. See, I'm angry, but I'm angry because of the double, quadruple standards that too many people are having against Devin Haney. That's why I'm angry about some things. You got me? Look, this dude ain't doing nothing to nobody. He is just fighting the people that they put in front of him, and he's doing everything that he can do to execute his game plan to get the W. That's all he's doing. Devin Haney, from round 1 to round 7, did not make Lomachenko slow. He didn't make him say, you know what, let me just take this off. No, he didn't do that. Lomachenko did that. And then after round 6, Lomachenko tried to, step some things up. You got me? Now, of course, he did, he started off at a faster pace, but he was not landing the clean, efficient, and more effective punching. He was fighting in flurries. And he was missing a lot of the flurries. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me that you didn't have all this energy when they robbed Ortiz. You got me? Lomachenko shouldn't even he shouldn't have, to keep it a buck, he shouldn't have even fought Devin Haney. He shouldn't have even fought Devin Haney, because and I know that he didn't even defeat Jermaine Ortiz. So what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's a double, quadruple standard against someone who hasn't done nothing to no one. The only thing Devin Haney has done is try to gain the approval of people in America. That's what he did. He has gotten more love in Australia than he did in America, and he's from America. They hate him in America. The most hated man right now. That's why he like, the undisputed villain. He like, I gotta lean into it. But realistically, you can just see how Devin Haney is. He don't even want to be a villain. He want to be appreciated. And then what's crazy is, if you could remove race, you would love Devin Haney. You would love him. You would love every single thing that he did. But you can't get past his face. You can't get past his race. Because when you see his face, you see his race. And that's what's killing your mind. You're blind. Because you cannot see past who he is. And hey, when you're a black American fighter, that's what you see. And don't tell me race don't matter, because if race didn't matter, I wouldn't be online and people saying monkey this and end this and this, that, and the third. Race definitely matter in the sport of boxing. So what are you talking about? All of you disillusioned individuals, you can lie to yourself all day, every day. But guess what? I'm in these boxing groups. You got me? And I hear what they say. All you do is say this crazy stuff. Why is he so hated in America? What did he do? He didn't do nothing to you. Even if you felt like he lost, what did he do to you to make you say the things that you're saying? He didn't do nothing to you. And even if you feel like he not top tier, okay. One of the arguments in this Esnews video is like, he didn't fight top people. Well, look, is it Devin Haney's fault that Teofimo Lopez defeated Lomachenko? Now, mind you, Lomachenko said he didn't lose that either. Is it Devin Haney's fault that Teo defeated Lomachenko? Is it Devin Haney's fault that George Kambosos told Teofimo Lopez, you are not ready for me. I am going to defeat you. It is my destiny. Is that Devin Haney's fault? Is it Devin Haney's fault that Teofimo Lopez, after he was defeated by George Kambosos, was told by George Kambosos, you can get a rematch? Is it Devin Haney's fault that Teofimo Lopez did not try to get a rematch and he went to 140? Is that Devin Haney's fault? Is it Devin Haney's fault that rounds 1 through 6 of him fighting Vasyl Lomachenko, when Lomachenko was inactive, is that Devin Haney's fault? It's Devin Haney's fault that Lomachenko was throwing punches and Devin Haney was blocking them and catching those punches and avoiding those punches. That's what's Devin Haney's fault. You got what I'm saying? Now, what I will say is that in the 10th and 11th round, I really like the fact that Lomachenko, he put the pedal to the metal. He blew it all out. He put the pedal to the metal. But I'll tell you this. In the 10th round, I want to say, in the 10th round, go back and look at the 10th round. Go back and look at those punches in slow motion. Yeah, you will see some good defensive work. Devin Haney, even though Loma did great in round 10 and round 11, if you go back and look at round 10 again, you may see something different. Round 10, now 11, man, in the 11th round, Devin Haney, and I must credit Lomachenko, he was getting his head snapped back. You got what I'm saying? He was getting his head snapped back, you know what I'm saying? Especially in round 11. Oh my God, it was just crazy, you know what I'm saying? But all day, that left was landing for Vasyl Lomachenko. It was landing. It was giving some great optics. You know what I'm saying? Some great optics. Yeah, it was. But like I said, 10th and 11th, okay, Loma, cool. What happened after the 11th round, after Lomachenko had his best round? What happened? Devin Haney went out like a champion and he took the 12th round. He took his round back. Now, people keep saying that if anything, people who keep being so angry at Devin Haney, they keep saying, oh, if anything, it should have been a draw. Well, listen, if it would have been a draw or it should have been a draw, then that means that it was close. So if it was so close that it could have been a draw in your mind, then why should they have just given it to Lomachenko? Should they have just given it to Devin Haney? Why should they have just given it to, what are you talking about? If it's close, according to you, if it's close enough to be a draw, what are you complaining about? What are you complaining about? If it's close enough to be a draw, then what are you complaining about? What? Please answer the question. You can leave that in the comment section. If it's close enough to be a draw, then why are you complaining? I know why you complaining. Look at this face. That's why you complaining. It's ridiculous. Only in America. Listen, when Devin Haney went to Australia, man, come on, man. They was giving him nothing but love and support. Even the way media was talking to him. Look, they gave him respect. They gave him support. They loved George Kambosos, and they gave George Kambosos so much respect and so much love. Oh my goodness, it was so great in Australia. And before you leave in the comments, if you see this video, once you go to Australia, I plan to, fool. It's really ridiculous, man. It's a problem in America. It's a rampant. This problem is running rampant right now. And it's really displaying itself in this sport of boxing with how they treating Devin Haney. He ain't do nothing to you. The only thing he doing is fighting. He not doing nothing out of character. And like I said, he's trying to embrace this villain role, but He ain't even trying to really be the villain like that. You just hate him so much that guess what? It's like he just gotta say some of the things that he say. Too many of your haters, man. Too many of your haters. You can't compare Gervonta Tanks Davis, and I'm talking about the Esnews video that I just saw. Esnews, they was comparing Gervonta Tank Davis record to Devin Haney record. And I'm just thinking in my mind, I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you even comparing the record? You cannot compare the records. They have fought different individuals. Their fighting style is different. People keep talking about this left hand that Lomachenko was landing against Devin Haney. Then they're also saying, and this I saw this with Terrence Crawford, he was like, you know, if the way he fought, but the way Haney fought Lomachenko, if he fight Tank, I don't know. He would not, styles make fights. During this fight with Devin Haney against Vasyl Lomachenko, no one had saw with their physical eye Devin Haney fight the way he fought this time. He fought a different fight. Styles make fights. So he just showed you his versatility. And if you do not know, and everybody's talking about these CompuBox, go back to look at all of the times that Lomachenko fought. Look at his CompuBox. Look at his punch percentage. Look at his connect percentage. Devin Haney fought Lomachenko. And guess what? Lomachenko didn't land none of the punches that he usually land. He cut his landing percentage almost 56%. He cut it in over half of the punches that Loma would normally land because of the way or because of the style that Devin Haney fought Lomachenko with. Styles make fights, and the game plan was different for Lomachenko. And listen, you saw in the 10th round, Lomachenko was fast like a bunny. You saw in the 11th round, Lomachenko was fast like a bunny. You saw he was trying to do different angles, having different angles and trying to come in and do a lot of quick flurries. You saw that. You saw the footwork of Vasyl Lomachenko, and it looked good at different times, right? Now imagine if Devin Haney did not have the fighting style that he fought Vasyl Lomachenko with that night. Lomachenko would have been doing everything that he wanted to do, but Lomachenko couldn't do everything he wanted to do because Devin had a fight plan. He had a game plan. He was going to the body. He was going upstairs. He would hit him in that refrigerator. And then he'd go back upstairs. He would turn with him when he was trying to work them angles on him. This whole crazy controversy from a referee, not a referee, from a judge's scorecard has made it where boxing lost a great fight. If you could not see my face, and if you could just not know the score, man, you would have saw one of the best chess matches ever. You would have saw the back and forth. You would have saw these jabs. You would have saw these hooks. You would have saw some great body work. But you can't see it. You can't see it because you refuse to see it. I just saw that Esnews. I'm telling you, it sounded so malicious. He sounded like Devin Haney did something against him. Did he deny you an interview or something? We know you like Tank and stuff, but man, did Devin Haney do something to Esnews that I don't know about? Because that dude was so malicious with it. Man, he was so malicious with it and just saying all types of things to denigrate and downgrade and just to be against Devin Haney. That's how it is in America, though. You got what I'm saying? So, just never expect people to have your back. If you boxing or if you coming up into the boxing, look, I don't think I'm going to start telling these kids this, but I'm definitely going to tell them at the gym, I'm definitely going to be telling these parents, look, it's a very difficult sport. Do not expect people to like you. You just got to make sure that you go out there and do what you got to do. Don't even think they're going to like you, even if they speak to you like they like you. Trust me. And this is what killed me, about Shakur Stevenson. They asked Shakur Stevenson, why was Devin Haney booed before the fight when he was walking up to, and Shakur was like, I don't know. That was different. I don't know why they hate what. I was thinking to myself, do you not remember when you was fighting Oscar Valdez? I was in all these chat groups when Shakur Stevenson was about to fight Oscar Valdez. And they were saying all the worst things about Shakur Stevenson. They said so many bad things about Shakur Stevenson being black that he started identifying like, look, part of me is Puerto Rican. Part of me is Puerto Rican, please. Hey, I'm Puerto Rican. He had to pull in the Spanish side. And guess what? That did not matter. You understand me? It didn't matter. Because they still were saying all the bad things that they were saying about Shakur Stevenson. So I'm not understanding how Shakur Stevenson talking like he talking about he don't know what's going on. You do know what's going on. Now, you might not want to say nothing because nobody wanted. It seemed like, and this is the problem in America. Race is a problem in America, but race is something that people never want to talk about. People want to act like everything is okay and ignore the problem and the fact that things are not okay. Look, it's nothing wrong with talking about a problem. That is how you create solutions to a problem, through communication. And it seems as if people don't know that in boxing right now. Man, people have a problem. And they are refusing to talk about the problem that they have. A lot of these individuals are race fans. They not even really fans. You got what I'm saying? It's just making me really, 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 really angry. Really, really, really angry. It's just, but Esnews, man, that dude killed me. Now, I'm mad at Esnews. Yes, I am mad. Because he said too many things that were inflammatory, defamatory, and was just incorrect because his boy Loma didn't win. I'm talking about the sorest of sore losers. And I ain't even gonna get on Paulie Malignaggi. Yo, Paulie Malignaggi, he over there spreading lies, don't have no integrity, always willing to say the wrong thing and the raciest thing to get attention. He was fired because he was saying all these racy things. You got what I'm saying? And now he's still back at it. And now what's crazy is how you let people keep talking about your people. And when I say your people, I'm talking about your boxers who do everything that they supposed to do. Devin Haney ain't do nothing to you. He didn't make the judge score like the judge scored. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do none of it. The only thing he did is have a game plan, train very, 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 very hard, be born in America, looking how he looks, like that. And then he fought his heart out. That's all he did. He executed his game plan. And when he went away from his game plan, his father said, hey, get back to your game plan. And then he went back and got back to his game plan and it executed properly and, and still. It's killing me, man. No, you just don't understand. You don't understand the code. You don't understand the code. Everybody else understand the code except you. I'm not talking about Esnews. I'm talking about you. Everybody understand the code except you. There's only one group of people that's constantly tearing each other down, constantly talking bad about each other, constantly trying to pull each other down so that they can look better. It's only one. Now, Shakur Stevenson can call himself Puerto Rican all he wants. But when people see him, they don't say, you know what? That guy right there, that's a Puerto Rican. No, they don't say that. No, they call him black. I don't know if you know that, but they call him black. Everyone understands and moves and operates under a code, except one group of people. You don't have to have my back because I look like you. You don't have to have my back at all. But this is what I have noticed in this boxing community. Everybody has their own back except one group of people. Can you guess that group of people? You got me. Still angry at Esnews. That's still my brother. Still love that dude. He's still good people's. You know what I'm saying? Because I still believe that his heart is in the right place and he's trying to do the right thing and he's just emotional and mad. You know what I'm saying? That Lomachenko didn't win. I think that's it. Because I've met Eli Sekback, and I don't think, from the impression from me communicating it with him and just having a regular conversation about boxing, I don't believe that he has anything against certain people. It just doesn't seem that way. But I could definitely be wrong. And from how he is just being so hateful and just being too horrible against Devin Haney, I'm like, man, come on. I know Tank, your boy, you know what I'm saying? But dude, good gracious. I know Tank don't like Devin Haney. I know you don't like Devin Haney, but man, you were so biased. Oh man, it made me so mad. I was like, what did this guy just say? Oh my God, did he just say leave the belts in the middle of the ring and he saw that done in the amateurs? Like, man, you and Loma, y'all crazy. Cause look, man, this ain't the amateurs. This is the pros where people lose. People win and they lose. And you trying to tell me that the business of boxing said, you know what? We're going to let this guy who didn't sign back with Top Rank, this brown guy, this Muslim guy, this guy that everybody don't like, we're going to let him win over this guy right here who is loved. Lomachenko is loved and supported by 2 countries. He got 2 countries behind him. Lomachenko is really winning right now. He got 2 countries behind him. So I don't know what these people are talking about, but man, listen, Lomachenko did not win against Devin and Dream Haney. No matter how, maybe you need to, you can learn the rules of boxing. That's what I might start doing. I might put some of the rules of boxing on this channel. Yeah, that's what I might have to do. But you can learn the rules of boxing. You can go and listen to or look at the Devin Haney versus Lomachenko with no sound because they were so biased against Devin Haney. Oh my goodness. If the judges heard the commentary, oh my goodness, they would have just automatically went, well, look, Lomachenko wasn't landing and the crowd was going crazy. And every time Lomachenko grazed or almost grazed Haney, oh my goodness, man, Bradley, you loved it. Timothy Bradley was loving it. Every time he was entertained to the ning. He was entertaining. Something is wrong in boxing though. Because only in America can you have the American fighter booed on his walkout, hated during there was times they were just chanting Loma. It was times he was completely missing. I'm talking about rounds that Devin Haney was winning. And guess what? They still was Loma. It was just a pro Loma arena. And you don't understand how programming works. It seems as if you've been psychologically brainwashed to like a certain thing. Because it never, you know what, there has never been a time where I have heard Lil Boosie, Nelly talk about who won a boxing fight. Who won a boxing match? What? Look, man, like I said, man, the hate runs deep. The hate runs deep. And before you come on to say, and before you have in your mind, because I see this on social media, oh, this celebrity said this, and this celebrity said that, and this boxer said that this person won, and this boxer said that person won. Oh, it must be the truth. What are you talking about? What, people can't have opinions? People can't have opinions, huh? I know who landed the most clean, the most efficient, the most effective punches. And if they weren't effective, then we would have saw a different person late rounds. After round 6, we would have saw a different person. We would have saw that super fast guy with all the angles and da-da-da-da. You know, we wouldn't have saw he having moments. Anyway, man, look, man, it's a problem in boxing. And you can act as if there's not a problem. You can ignore the problem all you want, but I can see the problem, and you should be able to see the problem too. Listen, these boxers, they put it all on the line for your entertainment. They put their blood, sweat, and tears on the line. And I don't even know the type of pain that it must feel when you want people to like you and you want people to be good with you because you're just trying to give your best. And they turn their back on you like they doing Devin Haney. Because they love Lomachenko. Yo, he ain't doing nothing. You know, I'm telling you, man, that has to hurt you. It has to hurt your heart to the point where you just develop a callus over your heart. It has to hurt. You just want to be loved and respected. Because that's what it seemed like to me. Seemed like that's all Devin Haney's trying to do is just get his respect. He's just trying to get his respect, and he ain't doing nothing to nobody. Only thing he doing is boxing his best, to the best of his ability, and making it look good. Man, look, man, don't compare resumes. You know what I'm saying? Because they not JoJo Diaz. They not Linares. They not Lomachenko. No, let's not compare resumes. Stop. Because at the lightweight division, you didn't fight the juggernauts. You got me? And then when you're talking about another boxer that's known for his power, listen, let's not compare resumes. Fights are different. They fought different people. We're not calling people bums and cab drivers and this, that, and the third. No, that's not what we're doing. We're respecting the sport around here. Because the person that you call a bum will beat your ass. So I'm not understanding. I be on social media all the time and people be like, oh yeah, this guy a cab driver, this guy a bum. Yeah, that's a bum that'll beat your ass. So what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That bum will beat you the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? With no problem. So I'm not understanding all this tough talk and trying to downgrade somebody's skill just because you don't like the outcome. Y'all killing me, man. Y'all be really killing me. You know what I'm saying? And for the boxers, listen, Devin the Dream Haney, he runs DHP. He's Devin Haney Promotions. You got what I'm saying? He got his own business. Him and his dad, they working. You got what I'm saying? Stop. If you're a boxer and you're not running your own business, stop talking like you run some shit because you don't run nothing but your mouth. You got what I'm saying? So stop with all that talk. You got what I'm saying? And with Gervonta Tank Davis is a star on his own. He's a star all by himself. He don't gotta fight Haney. He don't gotta fight nobody because guess what? Gervonta Tank Davis, he got GT Promotions, right? GTD Promotions. Gervonta Tank Davis Promotions, right? He got GTD. How did Gervonta Tank Davis become super popular? Floyd Mayweather, right? So he got the alley hoop from Floyd Mayweather. He became his own man, etc. Right? And so he don't need nobody. Gervonta Tank Davis has said belts don't matter. So he don't want no belts because belts don't matter. He done said he's the A side and he number one and he's the biggest draw. Even though mad shouts out to Devin Haney because he sold over 250,000 pay-per-view buys. And this is the first time on like a major pay-per-view event. You got what I'm saying? He's officially made himself the villain where they're going to just be paying money to see him lose. Hopefully, they'll be paying money to see him lose. And hopefully he does not lose. But I just had to get on and talk about all these problems. I saw Esnews and it was hurting my heart because I be looking at Esnews. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Oh, man, it really made me mad, man. I'm like, man, you over there messing my mind up right there with all that hate. It was just completely Haney bashing, man. I was like, what? While praising Gervonta Tank Davis and Lomachenko. It was bad, man. But I just had to get on and get them thoughts out of my mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm certain that people ain't even watched this video to this time right here. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm giving away. Yo, I just got some. If you don't know, let me let you know. I just bought some Thanos boxing gloves, and I boxed in the Thanos boxing gloves that I got. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm getting ready to get a case for the Thanos boxing gloves that I got. Now, I'm talking about that even though I was talking about Devin Haney and Esnews and all that. Hey, it just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know because I know that nobody is going to be at the end of this video. So if you're at the end of this video right now, I done been talking and rambling and fussing and angry about this. I done went through all types of emotions. It was a up, down, left, right type of situation. You got what I'm saying? I'm like, man, come on, man. But I'm telling you, man, it's really it's getting on my nerves, man. People they just wrong, man. They doing Devin Haney wrong, man. They doing them dirty. What he do to you? He ain't doing nothing to you. He just trying to fight the best and trying to do what he can do. Man, people just be hating, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm so angry right now about that, man. It's like, dog, he ain't even do nothing. He just trying to fight the best. He just trying to be great. Why you can't just let him be great? You got what I'm saying? Why you got to be trying to hate? Trying to discriminate and hate. Only thing he doing is trying to do what he's supposed to do. It's just really angering me. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get off of here. You know what I'm saying? I got some videos to work on. You know what I'm saying? I got to try to build this channel. And I'm telling you, man, talking like this, people going to be mad. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to work against me. You got what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, shouts out to Devin Haney. Man, shouts out to Esnews. Man, shouts out to Vasyl Lomachenko. Man, shouts out to all the parties that were involved. Man, shouts out to Bill Haney, man. I'm telling you, man, I like them. I like the Haneys because Devin Haney, I'm telling you, when I say he's a throwback fighter, he said he's a throwback fighter, and I totally agree. Listen, this guy is young. He like 24 years old, and he undisputed, and he ain't turning down no smoke. He came into the game and tried to fight everybody that you said was the man. Who even doing that? Nobody even trying to fight everybody. He trying to fight everybody. Like, yo, why you don't respect that? And you know it's been difficult for him to make the weight. It's been difficult for him to make the weight for years and years and years. So if he gonna make the weight, you gonna have to pay him the bag. And he ain't gonna be able to do the rehydration clause how Tank hit Ryan up with. You got what I'm saying? Like, now he might do it if the bag right. He might be like, forget it. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that since Tank was the A side, he gonna do everything that he can do to negotiate all of his advantages. I get that. But Devin Haney already said, look, I'm not doing a rehydration clause. And that makes sense to me. He killing himself already to make 135. He made 135, and guess what? And this was crazy about this Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. Devin Haney made the weight. Nobody one time was like, oh man, you know, he was weight drained. But before the fight, they were saying that Lomachenko, or they was calling him old Machenko. You know what I'm saying? They were saying, oh no, he's too old. Like, what? He not old Machenko. He is not old Machenko. You know what I'm saying? Now, They didn't say, oh, Devin Haney, oh, he's weight drained or nothing of that. No. They ain't say none of that. They didn't, during the fight, they didn't say, oh man, no, Obachenko, his feet too slow. No, his feet were good. They didn't say, oh yeah, he was too small. No, his weight was good. Because he was rehydrated too. They ain't say none of that, none of the excuses before. But then when it was close in their minds, now they said, oh no, it's a robbery. It's a robbery. Like he landed the better shots, the most crisp, the more efficient. He had the aggression. No, having controlled aggression is you dictating the pace. He wasn't dictating the pace. He was jumping in, trying to do a lot of that Oscar De La Hoya against Mayweather, the flurries, trying to flurry and win the round. Dude, you don't win no round, you know what I'm saying, throwing flurries. You win a round with effective punching. Look at your percentages, man. Get out of here, man. Stop with all that. But, you know, like I said, I know why y'all hating. I know why you hate the great. You know what I'm saying? You know why you hate too, punk. Ridiculous, man. Oh, getting on my nerves with this craziness, man. Give me some more excuses. They have all the excuses on the earth. I couldn't believe when I heard Esnews say, oh, he should have left the belts in the ring. He should have just left his belts in the middle of the ring. I thought to myself, what are you talking about, man? I was mad. I was heated. You know what I'm saying? I was man, get out of here with that craziness, man. Let me get out of here. Look, but this is Power Grind Boxing, courtesy of Power Grind Sports. We talk about the biggest names in sports and entertainment. Look, man, shouts out to everybody who really love boxing. You got what I'm saying? You know, that's just how it is. You feel what I'm saying? But if you like these videos, join me, family. If you don't, then hey, this is what I do. This is how I be talking. And I know I'm an urban dude. I know I'm a street dude. People be like, yo, but guess what? I'm nice with them hands, though. You know what I'm saying? And we really do box. We really do this. We ain't just talking. See, a lot of these people, especially the people, they nice with the talk. But guess what? They don't even box. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people, you know what I'm saying? They do all this talking, never box one day in their life. You know what I'm saying? They'll get in the ring and be sparring and playing around. No, I'm talking about somebody trying to beat your brains out. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who trying to destroy your fitted cap. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't never been in there throwing leather. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's what killed me. Because we living in this the content creation space right now. Everybody a content creator, right? But a lot of the content creators who talking boxing, they call themselves coach, or they'll say they do this, and they'll say but they don't even fight. They really don't fight. And if you roll up on them in the streets, they ain't even about that action. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why streets is streets and boxing is boxing. Don't merge the two. Because people will leave you brainless out here. You know what I'm saying? With a stainless out here. Bars. You got what I'm saying? But like I said, man, everybody want to be merging the two. Nah, man. If you a content creator, you a content creator. But there are people who do box. Yo, Sean Porter got the Porterweight podcast. Sean Porter, a boxer. You know what I'm saying? I respect because he really box. He really do it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do it on the yeah. I'm really Golden Gloves. You know what I'm saying? Really won nationals. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't gotta talk. You got what I'm saying? I could give you my real name and you could. Well, I can show you newspaper clippings. Oh, that's how you know. But I can show you. You know what I'm saying? My framed, and I can show you these titles. You got what I'm saying? I can show you these trophies. I'm not like you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I really have done this, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't do it. We box now, but we don't box like trying to be, you know what I'm saying, in the main light. You got what I'm saying? We trying to help the kids now. But like I said, a lot of people right now, they just talk boxing. They not even about that action. Got what I'm saying? They just not about that action because they like boxing, but they not into boxing. See, we into boxing. Me and my brother, we own a gym. We helping children. We doing what we supposed to do to assist other individuals about this boxing. We not just content creators who talk boxing. My brother he will never get on. You know what I'm saying? He'll never get on talking boxing. He just won't. You know what I'm saying? He'll be at the gym helping these kids, but he won't get on. But since I was a radio personality, of course I'm gonna talk boxing because I really like boxing. You got what I'm saying? And I box, and I know how to talk. You got what I'm saying? But I'm an urban guy, so a lot of times the words that I say, people they tease me and say I'm stupid and things of that nature, and I understand that. That comes with the territory when you put yourself in a position, a public position, and guess what? You undergo public scrutiny. So I understand that I will be scrutinized, and people will say, "Oh man, your nose too big," and they'll call me the N-word and call me this, that, and the third. Hey, I get that. No worries. You know what I'm saying? But leave these professional boxers who really love this and put their life on the line, leave them alone. Because, they trying to do what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, a lot of people, they don't really like boxing. They just like a couple of guys who just so happen to box. And that's the difference. You got what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I'm getting out of here. You know what I'm saying? This is Power Ground Boxing, courtesy of Power Ground Sports. Reminding you to stay on the grind. Peace, man.